Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Minecraft Bedrock. This is the latest Bedrock release from yours truly, in collaboration, of course, with No Name, Deck, Mr. Mad Spy, the Mayanite team, Pupin, all those folks who this was in the works for a very, very long time with a lot of back and forth. It was a special release alongside the Pale Garden here in Minecraft Bedrock. So it was pretty cool. It has like a top little carousel spot, which is very slick. So shout out to Microsoft on the collaborative effort there. And I thought that I'd show you through Majestic Camping. The whole idea was kind of for it to be a little bit of a complementary thing to the Pale Garden. And maybe you go to the Pale Garden and you do a little bit of camping with your tents and stuff there. Now, this is the test world. It's not actually set up in the Pale Garden, but since this was all set and ready to go, I figured we'd go through it here and check it out. First things first, there are mobs spawning because it's nighttime and it's not lit up over there in the scary lands beyond my campsite. But we got a bunch of different tents, which are pretty cool. Now, the only downside, and this is not our... it wasn't our like ideal. There is a rule when it comes to Minecraft Bedrock add-ons. You cannot do things that impact character animations. So basically, I know I didn't lay down, but it did skip nighttime and set to blindness. It's because you are not allowed with an add-on to like make the character lay down. So that's why clicking and sleeping was not like a whole lay down animation, but you can also, you have a hammock over here, and then you can actually make it back to nighttime. So that's like pretty useful and stuff. And I can show you some of like the crafting recipes for these things if we switch back into survival and we go over here, scroll all the way down to the bottom. So you can do like the simple pole tents, and then you can work your way up and like upgrade them into, you know, some of the bigger tents, and then you can take the bigger tents and then you can bring it on up into the large, super duper big tents and stuff like that. So it kind of goes in order over here. Like this is the basic pole tent. This is the, you know, kind of more standard size tent, but it looks pretty luxurious to me. I'm gonna be honest. When I saw people, when I go camping with my dad as a kid and they had tents like this, I was like, God dang, we were in these kinds of tents. Let me tell you, these ones though, this is that like bougie bungalow, dude. You got a whole like cabinet in here for your belongings and stuff like that. So gosh dang. Anyway, I think the models are pretty cool and stuff. And again, even though you're not allowed to make it so that your character lays down in a non-vanilla thing in an add-on, it's still, you know, you go dark and it skips the night just like it was a bed, and then you can go over to the hammock and you can skip the day once again. We'll keep it nighttime because it's got more of that camping aesthetic to the whole thing. Okay, you might be wondering about these guys. So there's a few little mobs that spawn around with the add-on. So we have the fairy, we have the owl, we have the mushroom, the fairy, and the mushrooms are out. But here's a little owl guy. What a little guy. What a nice looking guy. He's going and he's gonna hoot fly away. But these guys, on the other hand, these are actually like tameable pets. These mushrooms, these are actually all tamed right now. When they are tamed, they will fetch you sugarcane. They're such nice guys. And so kind of them to do that, rather than you having to go farm the sugarcane yourself. They are actually very, very easy to tame. It's just you take some seeds and then you go up to him. And now he's your friend. And now he'll follow you around. What a guy. And he'll collect the sugarcane, then you can right click and he just pops down, turns into a little mushroom looking dude, sits down. It's a mushroom pet. It's like from Mushroom Pets, the other add-on, except he's just a different mushroom pet, and he's very cool and very nice. And then we have the fairies over here. The fairies, as you can see, they will poopy out some fairy dust, and that's actually used for some recipes if you want to make some of the other items. So, you know, that's pretty cool and stuff like that. But before we go too much further, you might be interested in, like, what the frick is on the ground over here. So these are leaf piles, and basically the idea is you can make traps. So if I like walk over this, oh frick, I've fallen and I can't get up, right? So you can end up, you know, it's an interesting kind of like, it's like an entity, but also it's it's like a block. It's I don't know exactly the technicality stuff that they did for it, but anyway, I'm just gonna get myself back out of here. But the whole idea is that, you know, you can basically have a zombie or something, and the zombie is gonna try to get you, and he's gonna be like, oh frick, I've fallen and I can't get up. Or you could prank your friends if they're in the same world and are unaware of how or the owl can get pranked. Get wrecked, owl! Dude just chucked himself into the leaf piles. It's a little bit of trollcraft, you know, brought into the add-on and stuff like that. So he's kind of stuck down there. Unless maybe like it can work his way out and then fly out over there if he can figure it out. It may take a little bit of time though. Okay, Mr. Zambi, you're stuck in there and stuff like that. Okay, so there are some other things that... Man, that's just a different zombie that came out of nowhere. How dare you? All right, on Bedrock, you can spam click. Oh, God, the witch is doing a summoning circle over there. Hey, the owl! Did you make it out? Bro, the owl made it out. He's so smart. And then he went right back in. He's not smart. He's not smart at all. Why would he do that? God dang it. Hey, there's another fairy in the woods over there. Okay, anyway, what I can do is I can just scroll through kind of all the different things that we have here. Oh, this is a good one, actually. This is a good one. Hold on. Let's do, dude, who doesn't want to do a wee bit of making s'mores while they're camping? All right. So I just searched straight for s'mores instead of marshmallows. So check it out. What do you need first? You need some marshmallows, some sugar, and some honey bottles. Then what are you going to do? You're going to take a marshmallow and you're going to put it on a stick. Let's freaking go. And then what are you going to do? I mean, I'm powering myself up with already made s'mores that I put into my inventory. They give you a health boost and speed boost, which is pretty cool. But we'll get to that in a second, okay? Then you can take it over here. It auto detects that you're next to the fire, the campfire, and then wait for it. Wait for it. Hey, there we go. And now it's a marshmallow stick undercooked. So you could just, if you wanted to, like you can just straight up eat it like that, right off the stick. But hold on just a minute. Let me come back over here, make another one of them. All right. And then we can come back over. Actually, I should probably show you how you make the campfires, right? So the way you make the campfires is basically just standard vanilla campfire, and then you can surround it in various things, and it'll make the different types of campfires. So we can go over here. We can let it toast a little bit more. A little closer. There we go. We're toasting. We're toasting. Wait for it. Wait for it. We're toasting. Take some time. You know, you gotta have patience. There we are. Now this is a marshmallow. Well done. Impeccable marshmallowage. Now with that well done marshmallow, you probably want to go and you want to make a s'more, which is not the giant s'more, although the giant s'more is a very cool one, and we'll do that. S'more done well. So you take your, wait, why is my undercooked? Well, I think that, I'll let them know, because I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a marshmallow well done, not a marshmallow stick undercooked in the middle of that. So I'll get that sorted out. But anyway, we need the cracker, which is a couple of wheat, and the where are my chalkies? Where are my chocos in here? There he is. No. Do we not have a recipe for the chocolate listed in here? Oh goodness. Or is it just out of place? I'm dumb. It's a furnace recipe. You do the freaking cocoa beans and you smelt them up. Duh. And then you get yourself some chalky. And then you are able to take your chalky, and while that's going, I guess I might as well just do a little bit of this. Make ourselves the... No, don't eat. No, stop eating. I want to click on the crafting table. All right, back into survival. There we go. Chocolate. And now we can make ourselves a s'more. Not undercooked, but well done. I'm gonna let them know about that. That is not the way it should be. It's all right. So we got a bug there with it's shifted down. So the raw one makes the undercooked, and the undercooked makes the done well. The burnt makes the burnt, so that's good, but it would appear that our marshmallow well done, our perfectly cooked marshmallow, unfortunately cannot make a s'more to go with it. But that's okay, because all we have to do is just go and toast another marshmallow until it's undercooked, and then everything will be fine. So all we got to do is we just got to do that. And we just got to do that. And then we got to take this back over to the fire. It's fine. We get to cook more marshmallow. Oh, frickin' don't do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. God. I know that you can spam click, but it doesn't make it any less nerve-wracking. I'm like, oh God, maybe it's going to decide to convert to 1.9 PvP at a moment's notice. And I'm just going to be like, the whole campsite's going to kablooey. Anyway, s'more done well. To go with the other s'more done wells that I already have. And we could use that because it gives us a little bit of speed and a little bit of a regen buff when we consume, which is great. I did try to beta test this and bug fix and stuff like that, but there's a lot to cover and sometimes you miss things. It do happen that way. So in any case, you can make the different types of s'mores that, have less benefits when they are undercooked or burnt. There's also a chance. It's unlikely it's going to happen because it's a very, very small chance. But we'll see if we'll see if we get lucky here. All right. As we cook this thing further than it's supposed to. Dang it. Okay. So sometimes, Aurora happening naturally. I didn't even have to initiate it. That's pretty cool. So there's a chance when you burn the marshmallow that it'll actually light you on fire. It's a very small chance though, so stop! So I don't know that we're gonna be able to actually make it happen and reproduce it, but in any case, I just thought I'd throw it out there because it's funny to get lit on fire from overcooking your marshmallow. All right, so there is other stuff. There's a flashlight. Flashlight is made with a battery and iron, and I might as well just, I'll give myself one here. In creative. So let's get flashlight on, and this is pretty cool because you can basically just, if we go into the darkness over here, it should. Why did my flashlight turn off? Why did it turn off? I need another battery. Shoot. What are you doing, battery? You're supposed to detect that there is battery. Come on. Come on. There we go. Cool. Just grabbing it out of the creative menu rather than making it myself seems to have... it's better that you make it yourself. But anyway, it's pretty cool. See, when it's on, then you turn it back off, you can turn it back on, and it illuminates the area as long as you are holding it, which is very nice. Okay, a lot of bad guys are going to try to mess us up here. I like this thing though. This is really nice, just having the full flashlight area of light around you. Unfortunately, there's no offhand in Bedrock, so you can't just offhand it and then go caving and stuff like that. But it's still pretty cool. And you turn it back off. So stop trying to ruin my life. Let's go and check out Safety Beacon crafting recipes. So it's pretty easy. It's just the lantern, and then you get the fairy dust dropping from the fairies that you find spawning around. And if we give ourselves one of those, then we can place it down here. And this we could have used earlier, because what happens is if I put a zombie out here, right, he's going to try to get to me, but then he can't. He can't do it. Safety Beacon too strong. He can't go through the safety beacon. He can come back over here. Or you can just stay in place. He's been straight up tractor beamed by the safety beacon. That said, you can also upgrade these. So let's go back and grab ourselves. Maybe it's already in here. Do we have any iron? We got some iron in here. We go bada bing, bada boom. There we go. And then we can add a diamond to it as well. I need to go back into creative in order to get Diamundo. And then you can bada bing, bada boom, and it goes even bigger. I do need the safety beacon in an invasion. It would go incredibly well to have that here. So there we go. Iron diamond upgradable with the shift right click, which is pretty pretty cool. And then again, we can pop like a zombie down over here. Go back into survival. Oh no, I'm in danger. Oh, not in danger anymore. Get wrecked. Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Now, guys, I know that you all wanted to have fireflies be a thing in the swamps in, what update was it? 1.17, 1.18, whatever. It was going to be the Caves and Cliffs updates. So, we've now got these little groupings of fireflies that can spawn into the world, and then what you can do is you can get yourself well, actually, I should show the recipe. Get yourself a jar, done, right, with planks and some glass. So just a bottle, but you cap it on top with a bit of wood. And from there, actually, we could just make one. We got wood, we got glass there. Jarred on, making the jar, and then you can click on the fireflies, and you will get jar fireflies. Instead of jarred on, it is a jar firefly, and it lights up the area a little bit. And then you can also just shift right click, pop it down, change the location, a little bit of illumination. You can see them buzzing around in the bottle and stuff like that. Pretty nifty. Keep it next to your tent. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you do that, Mr. Crepper. Don't you do that. Bad man. No, don't. Oh my god. Owl! Mr. Owl! He's gone away! He's escaped! Mr. Owl, what is it with you and wanting to be next to the freaking zombies? You go wherever the freaking zombies are. You have to fly to this one, too. What is it with the owls wanting to be next to the zombies? They'll go into the pit. They'll go next to them. Don't keep them company. They're not nice. That's crazy, bro. All right, beyond that, you kind of saw in the works earlier, you can combine some s'mores and you can make the giant s'more. That's s'more like it right there. And then you can munchy crunchy, and as you can see over on the right, I'm used to, being able to see the potion effects when you're in your menu like you can on Java. But over on the right, you can see there's a little bit of a regen effect going on. Big old munchy crunchy on the s'more that is giant. Or you could just, leave them around. They don't spoil. They don't go bad. So you just leave them around your base whenever you want. And then in a moment's notice, if you're feeling like you could use a little bit of regen, maybe you're getting chased, before you get back to your safety beacon, you go boom, and then all of a sudden you got regen and big munchy crunch. So pretty cool. Let's see, anything else? Alrighty, yeah. So I feel so dumb for not having put a safety beacon down around where I was at before. But this is the ghostly detector, and you can use it in order to detect the direction at which mobs are coming from. Now, I will say, it is also fairly possible to know that mobs are nearby just by seeing and hearing that there are mobs nearby. But, just in case you're having a hard time finding any mobs, you can walk around and you can look around for EMF 5 when you're in the proximity of something like a zombie. Stop hitting me, man. He's trapped in the safety beacon range. Get wrecked. Yeah, I suppose if you have blindness, it could be good. And then last but not least, we might as well show the different campfires. I mean, this is the painted one, but the standing one hasn't been put down. This is kind of cool, right? It's like a little elevated campfire. You can use any of them and all of them to do your s'more cooking, should you wish to do it. And remember, for now, until it's updated, just use your undercooked marshmallows to make well-done s'mores, but we'll get it patched. So, here we are, world's greatest bug tester fixers. And sorry for overlooking that one earlier. I tried to find the bugs that I could. I did my best. But anyway, yeah, it's pretty much it for Majestic Camping. We can initiate the Aurora once more. But the idea was not to do anything like too crazy, not to completely overhaul the game, but just to try to complement the eerie spookiness of the Pale Garden. And so, picture all this, but inside of the Pale Garden 100 Days Survival. There's also a little guidebook, gives you some little information here on all the different stuff so that you can you know, kind of know a little bit what to do with everything, in case you haven't seen this little walkthrough before you jump into it, you know, should you be interested. But anyway, hopefully you thought it was cool, and thanks for watching. You can check it out on the Bedrock store if you are interested, and of course, shout out to the team, Deck, Mr. Mad Spy, Pupin, and company for, you know, making it happen. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.